you found this video looking for Griff Hamlin or Blues Guitar Unleashed or anything to do with that blues guitar series of his, I'm going to read this, literally I'm going to read this from a script because I go off on a rant because I like his products so much. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to give you a testimonial for Griff Hamlin and Blues Guitar Unleashed products because you know, it's a lot easier to believe somebody who's purchased his products rather than their own advertisements, you know. If you're looking for prices or anything, if you're looking for everything that he's got, you can go to http://bluesguitarunleashed.com/course-catalog. Alright. And if you're not sure what program or what you want to buy from him, he's got a thing that says advice on which program to purchase, whether you're a beginner or if you want to improve your soloing, or if you're a band member, you know, and stuff like that, and you want to improve your soloing, like I said. So about 4 years ago, I quit smoking and I wanted to, you know, give myself a reward. So I started looking for guitar teachers online. I had played guitars as a kid. You know, I was just barely a beginner as a kid, and I wanted to get back into it. So I started looking for guitar teachers online, like I said, and I found Griff Hamlin on one of those sidebar advertisements. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I clicked on it. I thought I'd take a chance, you know. I figured I'd get spammed for a couple of months, but no, he doesn't do that, you know. He won't do that. Anyway, so I found Griff Hamlin and I started. He gives you free emails. By now you've probably had a few of them if you're looking at this video. Okay, so anyway, I signed up for his free emails, and after about 3 months of those, I decided to take the plunge and purchase his product. At that time, it was Blues Guitar Unleashed was the first product of that series. And to be honest with you, it was way too hard for me because it's for intermediate people, like, you know, for people who want to improve on soloing and stuff like that. And so about the time I struggled through the second lesson, he came out with beginning blues guitar. So I jumped on that one, and I got to tell you, that was a really good decision on my part. So, you know, as a kid, I learned. I knew the C and the G and the D and the B7 open chords, and so that's why the Blues Guitar Unleashed was so hard for me. Because like I said, it's for intermediate people. I thought I was just going to jump right in, you know. Well, that's not the case. If you're a complete beginner, don't get that one. Go for a beginning blues guitar. Okay, so yeah, I was about to sell my guitars. I was so frustrated. So and then like I said, I found he came out with the beginning blues guitar, and that one was completely awesome. Okay, I learned more in the first 3 lessons than I did in all of these 12 other people's courses that I've got on my shelves, and they're just gathering dust. Okay, so before I go off on a 15-minute rant, I'll just tell you straight out, Griff Hamlin is the best teacher I've ever seen online. He keeps you learning and entertained at the same time. Some instructors actually put you to sleep. Griff Hamlin, he won't do that. He'll have you chuckling 1 minute and then going on the next minute, and he'll sneak in something from theory that you didn't even know you just realized you learned. You know, it's pretty cool. Even if you don't want to learn, by the way, he's a self-proclaimed theory geek, and he won't push that down your throat. You know, like I said, if you learn something about theory by accident, he'll tell you, and then, hey, that's cool, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, so anyway, if he ever makes the times that he does make a mistake on his DVDs and his emails, he'll leave it in there, you know, so automatically you feel a little bit of a connection to him, because you can tell, hey, he's human, you know, he makes a mistake too. You know, he's a professional. He's got a few bands, and you know, he's a studio musician, and he makes a living playing guitars. But you know what? He makes a mistake, and he'll tell you what he did wrong, or he'll show you what he did wrong, and he'll tell you how to, you know.
Griff's Blues Guitar Unleashed. It's not just about blues. He's also got some gospel, and jazz, and country, and funk. So you learn a lot. It's not just about blues.
Okay, so anyway, the bottom line, is Griff Hamlin worth spending your money on? As a residual customer, I can say yes, he is. The man and his products are worth 8 to 10 times what he charges. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's just the truth. Okay, so Griff gives a 1-year full guarantee, which I actually had to test when I bought the BGU, or Blues Guitar Unleashed. The manual looked like Egyptian writing. It was terrible. I was beginner enough to not know if I was supposed to read that stuff or what, but no, it was completely messed up. And I contacted the helpline that he offers, and in less than a week I had gotten a replacement manual. I was extremely impressed. And more recently, there's been a few months ago, there were some guys that got some bad DVDs, and he replaced them, you know, just in a heartbeat. No questions asked. You know, something's wrong, he'll take care of it. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so again, he stands up to his 1-year guarantee. And after you're a customer of his, you get a discount code that you can put in. There's a code section that there will be on the purchasing site. So you get an automatic discount after you put that code in. So that's pretty cool. That's a good discount. Trust me on that one. That's cool. Okay. Okay, so then after you buy something from him, you get free access to him on a forum, which he attends regularly, and he'll answer your questions. We've got members from all over the world, ranging from teens to retired men and women, and we discuss anything having to do with music, and we got to know each other enough so that he put a lounge section in the forum, you know, just so we can BS and not have to fill in, not have to overload the musical sections, you know. It makes it a lot easier to fan through everything. Okay, so that forum is an enormous amount of information. It'd take you a few weeks just to get through it all. If you actually just sat down and read all of it, it would take a minimum of a few weeks. But you know, you don't have to join that. You know, but I highly recommend it. Even if you don't participate in it, you know, you can sit in the background and read everybody else's posts and listen to our music lessons that we post. That's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And you learn things that just, hey, you know, wow, I wish I would have known that a year ago, or, you know, that kind of stuff. Just an amazing amount of information. I'm sorry I'm ranting. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to make a comparison to help you understand if you're having any issues with Griff's prices, or if you're worried about spending money on him, you know. Okay, so number one I wanted to get across was the 100% 1 year guarantee, no questions asked, okay? And then I think, if I remember correctly, he gives you an option to pay the full price up front, or he gives you a 3 payment option, I believe. I don't know about the 3 payment option. I'm sure it works well, but I'm the kind of person where if I won't pay for it unless I can afford it right up front. Okay, so I just wanted to make another comparison for you. As of this video's date, I'll use the Acoustic Blues Guitar Unleashed price of $197. Now for that price, you get 9 DVDs, 2 CDs, a manual, plus access to the free forum that I told you about, you know, with a ridiculously large amount of information and people from all over the world. Okay, and on this forum, there's band members who make money, make a living, you know, or at least have a weekend income of playing in a band. And they say they've learned things even from Griff's simplest courses. And so that's saying something, you know. Alright, and Griff also sends lessons to the forum members, free lessons. And we've even had regional get-togethers or jams, whatever you want to call them. But you can find out about that when you join us. Okay, so anyway, you get all this for $197, right? The manual, the CDs, the DVDs. It's a one-time price, okay? And all the endless learning support. Now let's just pretend, let's say you spend $15 for a half-an-hour lesson twice a week, okay, for a year. That's $1,560. And you really don't learn much. I mean, seriously, you really don't learn much. Because if you have a question, you know, the person might charge you to talk to him on the phone, or, you know, you're going to have to spend time going across town to talk to him at his place of business. You know, it's going to cost you money, right? So $1,560 plus time and going back and forth, you know, and gas money and all that. Okay, so I'll put it another way. I have 12 courses. I think I said something about that. I have 12 courses how to play guitars and stuff. You can't see them from there, but they're just sitting on my shelf gathering dust, okay? If you average them out at $30 a piece, that's $360. Okay, so that's closer to Griff's price, but just let me say this. I learned more in the first 3 lessons of BBG, or beginning blues guitar. I think I said this too. I learned more in the first 3 lessons than all of those 12 courses combined, and I am not even close to kidding. Now look, I'm a tightwad. That's my word for being very finance conscientious. I'm a tightwad. I pinch every penny I get. So I know how you feel if you're worried about spending money on Griff Hamlin. All I can say is he's the real deal, worth every cent and more. I go by my real name on the forum. You'll probably recognize me from my forum picture, and I hope to see you there.